CBS legend passes away. Young and Restless Mariah's death. Very heartbreaking news. The entertainment world was left in shock and mourning when it was announced that one of CBS's most beloved legends had passed away. Fans of The Young and the Restless were particularly devastated by the sudden and unexpected death of one of the show's key characters, Mariah Copeland. Mariah's tragic and untimely demise has shaken both the cast and the audience, leaving behind a profound sense of loss. This article delves into the heart-wrenching impact of this event, exploring Mariah's role on the show, the legacy of her character, and the emotional toll her passing has taken on both viewers and fellow cast members. A CBS legend. The name CBS is synonymous with some of the most iconic television shows in history, and The Young and the Restless is a cornerstone of its daytime lineup. The show has captivated millions of viewers for decades with its gripping storylines, complex characters, and powerful performances. Mariah Copeland, portrayed by Cameron Grimes, became one of the shining stars of the show, winning the hearts of viewers with her unique character arc and emotional depth. Mariah was introduced to The Young and the Restless in 1997 as a young girl, and over the years, she evolved into one of the most beloved characters in Genoa City. As a young woman, Mariah's personal struggles and emotional growth resonated with audiences, making her a fan favorite. Her charm, vulnerability, and resilience were qualities that made her not just a character but a symbol of hope for many viewers who could relate to her journey. Over the years, Mariah's role in the show expanded, and she became integral to many of the show's major storylines. She was the adopted daughter of Sharon Newman and Nick Newman, and her relationship with them added layers of complexity to the show's already intricate family dynamics. Whether dealing with her own emotional trauma or supporting her family members through their darkest moments, Mariah always managed to remain a beacon of light in a world full of drama. As Mariah matured, so did her character. She transitioned from a troubled and rebellious teenager into a thoughtful and caring young adult, deeply involved in the lives of those around her. Her relationship with Tessa Porter, her on-again, off-again partner, was one of the most compelling and heartwarming narratives in the show's recent history. The couple became a symbol of love and hope for many viewers, representing the power of true connection in a world often marked by uncertainty and pain. But Mariah's journey wasn't just about her relationships, it was also about her own personal growth. Her work as a journalist, her struggles with her own identity, and her ongoing battle to reconcile her past with her present made her an extremely relatable character. As a result, viewers felt personally invested in her storyline, rooting for her to overcome obstacles and find happiness. The shocking news. The announcement of Mariah's death came as a shock to the entire fanbase of The Young and the Restless. The news was delivered with little warning, leaving many fans in disbelief. In a world where sudden deaths are all too common in the entertainment industry, the passing of Mariah felt particularly jarring because of the character's youth and the promise that still seemed to lie ahead for her. For longtime viewers of The Young and the Restless, Mariah's death represents the end of an era. The news hit especially hard because of the emotional bond that fans had built with her character over the years. The writers and producers of the show made sure to pay tribute to her legacy in a way that felt both respectful and poignant, acknowledging the significant impact she had on the show and its audience. Details surrounding Mariah's death remain scarce, with many fans speculating on how the storyline might play out. The sudden nature of her passing leaves the door open for a variety of emotional and dramatic twists. Fans have expressed their deep sorrow on social media, with countless tributes pouring in from those who loved the character and her journey. The emotional impact. It's one thing for a fictional character to pass away on a show, but when that character has been so deeply woven into the fabric of a series, their loss can have a profound emotional impact on both the cast and the viewers. For fans who have followed The Young and the Restless for years, Mariah's death represents more than just the loss of a character, it's the end of a chapter in the show's rich history. As fans of the show know, The Young and the Restless isn't just about drama and plot twists, it's about the relationships between the characters. And for those who have spent countless hours watching the show, those relationships feel personal. When a character like Mariah is lost, it can feel like losing a friend or a loved one. The grief surrounding Mariah's death is felt acutely by her fellow characters, too. Sharon Newman, Mariah's adoptive mother, was particularly impacted by her daughter's death, and her pain was palpable in the aftermath of the loss. For Sharon, losing Mariah was not just about the death of a family member, it was the loss of a deep and meaningful connection that had taken years to build. Mariah's death leaves a gaping hole in the lives of everyone who loved her, and it's clear that the ripple effect of her passing will be felt throughout the entire show. For the other members of Genoa City, Mariah's loss is also deeply personal. Her friends, colleagues, and loved ones are all left to grapple with the grief of losing someone who was such an important part of their lives. The show's writers have done an exceptional job of portraying the raw emotions and complex reactions of those affected by Mariah's passing, and it's clear that her legacy will continue to be felt in the storylines that follow. Mariah's legacy. Although Mariah's life was cut tragically short, her legacy will undoubtedly live on in the hearts of those who knew her and loved her. The impact she had on the lives of the other characters, as well as on the audience, cannot be overstated. Mariah was more than just a character on a soap opera, she was a symbol of strength, resilience, and love. Her work as a journalist, her struggles with her identity, and her unwavering support of those around her have all contributed to making her one of the most memorable characters in the Young and the Restless, long history. Mariah was a character that people could root for, empathize with, and relate to, and in that sense, her passing represents a loss for more than just the fictional world of Genoa City. It represents a loss for the real world as well. As viewers continue to process the emotional impact of her death, they will no doubt remember the moments that made them laugh, cry, and cheer for Mariah. From her lighthearted banter with friends to her serious, heartfelt conversations with her family, Mariah's character was one that left an indelible mark on the show. And while she may no longer be with us, her spirit will continue to live on in the memories of those who loved her. A difficult goodbye. As with any beloved character, the final goodbye is never easy, and Mariah's death is no exception. For the Young and the Restless cast and crew, it's a painful reminder of the transient nature of life, both in the fictional world and in reality. The writers, directors, and fellow actors involved in bringing Mariah to life on screen have spoken about the emotional toll of her loss, and the overwhelming sense of sadness that came with it. Cameron Grimes, who portrayed Mariah, has also shared her grief with fans, acknowledging the deep connection she had to the character and the impact Mariah had on her own life. Grimes has long been a fan favorite, and her portrayal of Mariah was lauded for its authenticity and emotional depth. Losing a character that has been such an integral part of her career was undoubtedly a difficult moment for the actress, and her heartfelt tributes to Mariah have only deepened the emotional connection fans have to the character. For the fans, the grief surrounding Mariah's passing will likely continue for some time. The show has always been a source of comfort, escape, and connection for many, and now, with the loss of Mariah, there is a hole in the hearts of those who have followed her journey over the years. However, as is often the case with grief, time will eventually heal the pain, and Mariah's legacy will continue to shine through. Conclusion. The death of Mariah Copeland marks a deeply emotional moment in the history of the Young and the Restless. The character, portrayed by Cameron Grimes, was more than just a soap opera figure. She was a friend, a confidant, and a source of hope for many fans. Her passing, though heartbreaking, serves as a poignant reminder of the power of storytelling and the emotional connections that can be formed between characters and their audiences. As the fans, cast, and crew of The Young and the Restless mourn the loss of Mariah, they will no doubt continue to honor her memory through the stories that follow. Mariah's death may have been sudden, but her legacy will live on in the hearts of all who loved her. And in that sense, she will never truly be gone.